Hello everyone and welcome back to Joint Survival. Now, depending on who you're watching, you might be on episode 2, you might be on episode 3, but the basics of it are quite the same. In the last one, we built ourselves this little ship here to help mine the ice a little bit faster because we were having some serious oxygen issues, weren't we, Scott? Be careful with it, please, for the love of God.
It's behaving itself, it's not flying,
It's Mach 1, yeah, it was going a little bit crazy on the speed last time. But what we basically got to do this time, we just need to work our way out. We've basically solved the biggest problem, that was the oxygen, because we've got the ice to solve the oxygen issue now, haven't we? We just need a little bit of a better base, because even though this works, it's
a bit crappy.
It's a bit crappy, and some of the ideas in the comments, I don't know if you want to hop back in the mining ship, Scott, we can have a quick look. Like, we quickly mentioned it when we, were doing the flying around before.
Yeah.
Let me turn it back on.
Crash, don't crash.
Alright, there we go. So we quickly mentioned it before. We were flying over in this area, and we saw these really nice... You see this really large crater coming up here on our right?
Yep.
Well, some of the people mentioned they wanted to see, like, an asteroid base. Like, not an asteroid base, like, a crater base with, like, maybe it's surrounding the edge of the crater, or maybe you just having, like, a small outpost or settlement in the middle. So I don't know what you think about that, but I know you had some, different ideas for it.
I wanted to go in a nice, flat, easy to work area, but that's not
easy. Well, the only challenge with this is, land vehicles don't work very well as it is at the moment. And more importantly, if we go with a crater base, we've got to constantly navigate the dangerous terrain of the crater itself without falling up or falling down. So it's going to be after something maybe we work on, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. As long as we keep the oxygen supplied to the crash site and we keep just going at things nice and gently. Is there anything serious, though, we've actually forgotten, neglected?
No, I think we're good so far. We just need to start.
We've got energy, we've got oxygen, power. What was that? What was that about your solar panels last time? Have we got enough power to last us a while, or do we need to start investing in the solar panels?
Start having investing in more power.
Okay, because I'm just saying, I think the solar panels are a bit useless because we've got the time on too fast. So I don't think we'd get enough power from them, maybe unless we charge in cells and so on. But I don't know. I'll leave that to you. I'll leave you to mess with that. You can inform me when you've made a decision on it.
So we decided we decided we're moving to a new location.
So yeah, should we decide right now? Are we going to go with the asteroid crater base, or are we going to go with the flatland one?
I would say go for the crater. I think crater base 1.
So just bear in mind we don't have to bring the supplies from the crash site there to what I feel this crater is. Quite a good crater for it.
Yeah, I think this crater's a good crater.
It's up to you. Do you want to build in the centers first, like just as a little bit of a platform, so we can get the supplies and the stuff from one point, and then expand out on that, and then start working our way around the edge of the crater and having little bits and bobs going from there?
I say we build a very basic platform in the middle of the bottom of the crater, and then we start building around the walls.
No, I wish you that. That's quite fine. Okay.
We need to also check what resource is this.
What resources? What is in the big miney hole over there?
Mine this
and maybe even in the future we can build a road from this crater to the ice field over there, so we can just drive vehicles back. That'd be so cool.
I'm saying that's what we do. But so we make this the doorway. Out because it's actually quite a narrow wall. It's a lot of rock, but it's quite narrow.
Right. So do you want to start transferring the base from that point to a small platform in the center? So just bring the the refinery and the assembler over here.
In the reactors, the med bay, the stuff we need to survive.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't bring the reactors, the med base and stuff. I'd just bring the assembler and the refinery over. Yeah, but haven't we got 2 reactors, or can't we build a small reactor just to power that?
That's a good question. I can't remember what we've got in that.
So from up here, Scott, I've got this really cool view. Like, I can just look down and I see this little flashlight down in the middle of the crater, just beginning a base. I wish I could, like, open up a second machine and just, have it zoomed out like, SageCam used to do, so we could see the progress of a base.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we can't do that. But, I mean, what would be really cool is if the Space Engineers developers made some sort of time-lapse system, so you could record from a certain point.
Yeah.
And then, because you're only placing blocks, really, aren't you? So they could just replay, like, just repeat placing them blocks in that particular order and memorize where they can. I don't know. It's probably easier than we think.
I would like to... I've always thought about doing a SageCam kind of either thing, just using my laptop.
Yeah, I know that's the only way of really doing it. Like, I mean, I guess I could set up with the computer so it would record us, but I just also feel it's just an extra strain, isn't it, on the interwebs, especially if you've not got the best of interwebs connections. Right, load this back a bit. we got this little bit of a narrow gully being carved out towards that crater. So once we get that road going, that'll be even cooler. Maybe have some transport vehicles with ice in.
The wheels are getting better.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, we could even have an ice. We'll end up with a pipeline most likely, because that's probably the easiest way of doing it. We can just.
I was on a live stream 4 days ago. My Friday live stream with Joel, Zockley, sorry. The guys you see in the updates for the Keen videos, and a couple of other developers, and we were building ground vehicles using the new kind of settings they've kind of been doing, and we didn't have any major issues.
Well, that's surprising, because
four buggies all driving around on the moon, doing stunts. It worked. We had no like, oh god, why this is on fire. why have one of my wheels just vanished? And
right, I've got a lot of the iron out of there. There's still loads of iron left to break out, but keep going.
Never, ever run out of need of iron.
It's in these little veins. Right, this is Aaron heading to Crater Base. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be like, what's that? It's not Joe 90. What was that 80s? Was it 80s, 90s TV show where they had that moon base? Raker or something? Oh no, maybe I'm just throwing.
That's a James Bond movie.
Oh no, this.
Just give me some interior police quickly. I'll place where it needs to go.
Okay, hold on. I've got the wrong menu. Interior plates. There you go. Take them, good sir.
I'm not gonna do this.
Oh, it's a nice little. It's like a little habitat room you've built here. Right? It's very moon-esque. I like it. Where do you want to put this cargo container then?
I'm just gonna put it at the end here. I just need to realise where I'm gonna put it.
I mean, this room is going to be technically the refinery and processing unit of the whole of Crater Base, so you better plan ahead.
That's why I'm stopping for a second to think.
Because remember, this is going to be the central hub. This is going to be the part that is the most protected location in the whole of Crater Base.
I thought I was just building a temporary hut.
Oh, this is yeah, but the temporary hut always remains. Everyone knows that. Like, if you peel back any main base, right in the center, there is the temporary building that was once the heart of the base. Back me up in the comments, guys, with that one. Right, is it a lot? You build it? Is this a small one or a large? This. That's steel grids.
Oh.
You dropped the wrong thing, Scott. It's a nice pink welder, that. Oh, it's got like a battery pack. Oh yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah. Alright, that was my bad. I grabbed it wrong.
Right, okay. One times cargo container. We just need a little valve on it. Oh, actually, I'll just start unloading some of the supplies into it now. I may have had an idea, Scott. What do you think? Right, I've just gone over our little ship, right? What would you think of me digging out the rear of our ship?
Trying to bring it over?
And trying to bring it over. It looks like there's enough thrusters to possibly do it. Do you think that's...
I thought of that idea.
You thought of that?
My problem is if any single one of those
blocks... I think we should risk it for a biscuit. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'll spend the time mining it out, because otherwise it's going to take for ages to disassemble that, isn't it? And then we get over there, we could even merge block it on, and then just turn it into the thing. Or we could... It's up to you.
Bring it over, at least it stops us having to run back and forth like yo-yos.
Oh yeah, you keep working on that. This is like plan A. Yours is like plan B. You know, like the plan B. The plan B is a little bit harder. The plan A is the lazy man's way. Okay, here we go. We're gonna convert in. Info section. Show grid pivot. What are we going to go here? Convert to ship. Where's convert to ship usually? Is it usually in info? Oh, it's grayed out. Convert to ship. Warning, make sure the station is not connected to the asteroid. If you convert the ship, it might explode on you when something changes. So it's grayed out, so that means we're still connected to the asteroid, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's some of it's inside the blocks.
Bollocks. Ooh, the hut's coming on nicely.
Well, again, this hut's just for the med bay and cryo bed. We have to build another hut beside it for assemblers and all that. I don't want to have it all in one building. I'm going to spread it out.
Well, that's fine. I get you. Let's just offload some of these bits in here for you. Right, there's a load of panels and different bits in the crate for you, so you can use them if you need to.
Oh, steel plates!
I'm going to do a little bit more ferrying of supplies with the other ship. Just that I need to get the ice out of it, so that's what I'll do now, since Plan A didn't work. Why are we not building domes then? You said you want domes, but we're not building domes. Scott, you've left the ship at a wonky angle, you tool. Right, thank you. Right, be careful with this thing. It works to an extent, but it's an Aaron design, you know, so you never know.
The only thing we've got is working, so.
Right, so we're building a dome then.
Well, later. Let's just get.
Build a dome. We must build now.
There's a platform.
Inventory, steel plates. Right, so this is the deadly reactor reinstall that we need to do. So have you got take the uranium out?
First, go fill up all.
Right, hang on. Should we just take the medbay over first?
Both this is dangerous, but I would right now fill all.
Let's take the medbay over.
Fill all your gear up first.
Right, all gears filled up. Let's take the medbay over first. You ready? Right, I've got it. Let's go over to the crater quick.
Yeah, go, go, go!
It's always a risky moment, this, but if you plan it out well, you have enough resources to just get this little job done, we're fine.
When have we ever planned anything out right, Aaron? Let's be honest here.
No, yeah, but we've been doing quite well this season, to be honest. Everything so far has been quite well calculated. Where are you putting it?
Yeah, get a steel plate out there. Get a steel plate out there.
Right, it's out there.
Right, maybe you could. That's a. What's up?
Okay. Who's placing the medbay, me or you?
I was leaving it for you. Just make sure the connector that's at the bottom if it's on top of that.
Done.
Put that the most stupidest way, thank you, Aaron.
Well, it's got to fit around the wall, the weird wall you built. Done. Okay, now we got to bring assembler reactor bits over.
Okay, we're still missing.
And there we go. Right, get the uranium in there, and we need to get the hydrogen. I'm gonna start bringing the hydrogen equipment back, if that's all right with you.
Oh, you can now hook your ship up.
Inventory.
Okay, now, Adam, you can use your ship now.
Can we start refining?
You can hook your ship up to the connector and unload the ship.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that now then.
So that means you've got at least a lot more lift capacity to work with.
Roger. Right, bringing it around. Do you want to guide me in, or are we gonna be okay here? And
yeah, you're actually quite good. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Locking in place. Right.
You should be able to unload that a lot quicker now.
Okay, inventory. Yeah, we should reload it up instantly. Right. We now have oxygen systems online, Scott.
Where have you put the oxygen generator?
Right on top of the medbay. Might not look pretty, but it is a functioning system at the moment.
I'll make it work. There's aesthetic as well as.
Well, yeah, as soon as that under pipe, you know, the pipe that goes underneath the base is wired up, that you need to give it a little do.
Okay, I'm actually over at the ship with your ship.
So what I was thinking about doing here, Scott, is I was thinking about taking all the assemblers from the ship and then making like an assembler and a refinery sort of silo, and then build like a container around them, you know, to protect them.
Yeah, okay.
But just have them all in that one like little outcrop building, so you know if one building gets hit, that building doesn't get hit.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to split it up into little different buildings. I'm thinking very much
safety.
That and the kind of Martian design,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Everything's in its own little dome.
Little domes for different things. Yeah, I like that idea. It's just as long as we've just got to make sure everything's accessible and not annoying, you know, to get between.
Well, as long as it's all plumbed together.
Right, okay. I'm coming back to get more parts anyway. What's going on? Oh, God, Scott. You made a bit of a mess there, didn't you?
Yeah, a few things. Some of these connectors may have some shit in them.
Right.
So when I cut away the block, it all kind of.
Well, I can't even fit anything in here. Oh yeah, I can. I have to drag it to the actual.
Power container, not the connector. Stop putting the connector.
I wish you could just drop it in the connector and it would put it in the closest one.
Well, yeah, I'd have to get the Tim script running.
Yeah, it should do it itself.
Yeah. I'll look at getting some scripts running.
Right, okay, we've done that. Got a load of scrap metal.
Inventory full.
Sorry,
No problemo.
I nearly dropped the hydrant first on top of you.
Oh well, that's everyday life working in space, I'm afraid.
Walking along and all of a sudden hydrant thruster.
Exactly. It is quite nice moonwalking, isn't it? Oh god, sometimes you overshoot it though.
Ah, trying to get into the connector. No, ended up in a hole.
Okay, inventory. Offload these last few bits into cargo container 3, I believe it is. There we go. Yes, we may have a flight problem. Someone's going to have to get on the top.
Oh, that's easy. You stay there. You stay and watch this. Just no, keep it back up where it was.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah!
Well done, Scott. Well done indeed.
Still crashes though.
Alright, I've worked this out, so if I stop the thrust now, this is enough to get us over to the area. And down. And stop in time. It's just a little bit slow, it's not as fun.
We can make some speeders to have a good laugh.
Yeah, we'd have to do some speeders. I want some faster ships. I mean, this works, I guess.
Why is the reactor purple? That was
yeah, I know. I saw that issue.
Well, Pro, I'll have to report that.
I think it's just an LOD thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Ow, ow, ow! Cookie! Cookie monster!
Did you get injured from that?
Yeah, I just jumped in front of the hydrant first. I can go. Me rumpus cooked.
So I'll just watch you as you build, and we'll have a bit of a building discussion as we go in. So as I was telling Scott, then basically, as of yesterday, my iPhone 6 has just killed itself.
No, you killed it.
Well, I killed it. It started right.
Blame the iPhone.
Literally, I think I've made my iPhone drunk because I dropped it in like some rum. and right, it started out fine. It was like, yeah, it was having a good night, and then all of a sudden it starts getting these weird lines, starts going a bit wavy, starts putting the audio, the sound of the phone, you know, up and down, like waving it up and down, like, yeah, this is a really good night, like proper hammered out on the rum it was on. And now it's 2 days later, it's clearly on its hangover still because the screen's all stripy. So
it was its fault.
It was. Oh, this is a nice little bay thing. What we're working on here, just like 2 oxygen generators.
Oxygen generators and oxygen.
So are we still on the idea of building everything separately then?
Yeah.
Okay, so when my dome gets a little bit further down construction, that'll be good. What else we got going on over here? We've got the refinery and the assembler sort of dome. So the idea of that is we'll build like a little pallet around it, so in case that gets hit by anything, we don't lose our oxygen or we don't lose a reactor. Because previously we've always put everything together, haven't we?
Yeah, so I'm like just like spreading out stuff teeny bit.
So spreading it out this time is going to probably save our bacons.
We've got a nice room, and then we can move it up onto the walls.
And we will. And then, so once this central hub's built, we can start building the habitat areas around. So I think there'll be various hangars, different bits around. We're going to try to build a road maybe to the ice field. I don't know if that'll serve any purpose. Then we can build a pipeline along it. But
no, again, I'm going to build a moon buggy.
You want a moon buggy? You've got to have a moon buggy, haven't you, from the moon?
But on the moon, and the code is getting better.
Very nice indeed. Right, I'm gonna just cut my recording because my arms are still killing me.